Yo, what's up? It's your boy JJ, you know what I'm saying? So if you saw last few videos on this channel, they've been more laid back, they've been more chill, where we're speaking about less serious topics. But this one is a lot more serious, uh, to say the least. It is a lot more serious. It's not about the Young Philly situation. So if you didn't know already, Young Philly is a YouTuber. You probably all know that. He's known for being good friends with the Beta Squad, Chunks, and having a podcast and making funny videos and all of that. But recently, well, when I say recently, a couple months back or something, a couple months back, I don't know how long ago exactly, but he was um he was accused of R-wording a woman in Australia, and since then he's been held in Australia, checking in the court until his trial date, which I don't know exactly when his trial date is, but I believe it's in a year or two. And let's just say whether he's innocent or whether he's guilty, his career is done. His career is done. Whether he's innocent or is guilty, his career is done and he ain't coming back from this. But recently, there's been another charge put on top of his head. A woman from Spain, I believe, has accused young Philly of doing the same shit, which, bro, Philly, what's going on, man? Like, bro, motherfuckers get to a certain level of fame, get a certain amount of money, and think they're above the law and can do whatever they want. Obviously, we don't know if these allegations are true or false yet. He could still be proven innocent, and if he is proven innocent, that is fucked. And there should, bro, in my opinion, there should be punishment on these ladies who have accused him, because accusing a man of such crimes can tear him to the ground and ruin everything, bro. Ruin any chances of him getting future jobs. With Philly being big of a character as he is online, they literally tore his career to the ground, whether proven innocent or guilty. Like, he ain't coming back from this. His career has already been put to the dust, bro. It's gone. His career is already gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if his allegations come out as fake and they're false, these women are sick and twisted, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if it's if they're true, which at a minute I have no opinion, but realistically, bro is being arrested. He is being arrested. Would they really arrest bro if it didn't have any evidence on him? I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? They must have some evidence to lock him up. You know what I'm saying? They must have some amount of evidence to stop him from leaving the country and keep him in Australia for trial, bro. They must have a decent amount of evidence to be able to do that. So it's not looking good for bro. Anyway, I've waffled enough, bro. I've been waffling for 3 minutes and I ain't even started watching the video. But yeah, let's see it, bro. Let's see it.
See, Young Philly is someone who ain't no stranger to the internet. This is a man who done been on the internet for years at this point, and he's been actively building himself this entire career. But not only was he on the YouTube side of the internet, he also went down a pipeline we see many other YouTubers or people on the internet go down. He started making music. He went from YouTuber to musician, and it worked out for him. Bro did decent. He had some songs doing good. He was even doing shows. But during this journey and him building his name for himself, he made a couple of bad decisions. So, like I said, he did successful content creator, and it was all going good until September 2024. That would be the month that ruined his life. So the story starts out like this. He out in Australia, and remember what I said earlier, he's a musician. So after one of these
September 2024, that these allegations got put on his head. September 24, like I said, I didn't know the exact date this happened. I couldn't remember, but now that he's told us, September 2024 is when these Philly got done for these crimes, or got locked up. And now it's still waiting for trial this day. And I believe they said his trial is going to be in like 2026 or some shit like that. I'm not too sure. But bro, it's just sad to see, ain't it, man? It's just sad to see, bro. It's just sad to see, fam. Like, bro, yeah, man. Play the video.
He heads back to a hotel and allegedly brings a woman with him. They get in the room and it ain't go to plan. She was accusing him of R. AP News wrote this. Philly is currently touring Australia and was arrested in the East Coast city of Brisbane on Tuesday. A police statement said the Colombia-born entertainer, who has 1.8 million followers on YouTube, was extradited back to Perth on Wednesday. His Australian tour began in Perth and traveled through Melbourne and Sydney before it was scheduled to end in Brisbane. Police allege he assaulted a woman in her 20s in a hotel room after he performed at a nightclub in Perth. His show at Bar One nightclub was promoted by ticket selling platform Mosh Tix. Philly was charged with 4 counts of R, 3 counts of assault causing bodily harm, and 1 count of impeding the woman's normal breathing or circulation by applying pressure to her neck.
Ads, bruv. I swear I've been streaming today and all I've got is ads, man. The amount of ads I've got today is crazy. Crazy.
And that's what the police said. But there was also another article speaking on his charges and his situations. Photos of the woman's injuries allegedly caused by Philly were provided by the prosecution, who said no ordinary person can consent in these circumstances. Across her body is a history of violent acts. We say these photos...
This makes me think, bro. This makes me think like they have enough, like, bro, you know, play the video.
What is alleged is beyond the pale, beyond what could be considered to be a act. So this news comes out, right? And the internet is on fire. Every side of the internet is freaking out about the situation. YouTuber, and 2, it's surrounded by all of these different content creators. It's probably so many content creators that you watch.
Nah, facts, he's worked with a lot of people. He's worked across with the Sidemen. He's worked with a Beta Squad. He's worked with a Beta Squad a lot. He's good friends with Chunk. He's worked with AMP. He's worked with a lot of content creators. A lot. And I guarantee you, bro, even if Philly gets proven innocent, even if it comes out these allegations were false, you won't see half of these content creators ever work with Philly again. That's what I'm saying, bro. Even if these allegations are false, bro, there's a lot of opportunities that Philly will no longer get, bro. I guarantee you, the Sidemen, AMP, Beta Squad, all these other big YouTube groups won't ever want to work with Philly again. Even if it gets proven innocent, they won't ever want to work with Philly again. Which is fair. It's fair, bro. Because if I was working close with a guy and then charges, shit came out that he's doing weird stuff, he's committing crimes, I wouldn't want to work with that motherfucker again either, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
They had some kind of friendship with this man.
And bro, I'm praying, fam. I'm praying, yeah. I'm praying all these allegations are false and they come out as false. I'm praying that happens, bro. I'm praying that happens, bro. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good, is it, man? It's not looking good for Philly. It's not.
Close with him. So when the news came out that Philly allegedly did what he did, everybody was getting looked at sideways, especially the people that Philly was with every day. So
facts, bro. See, that's facts as well. Because Philly was hanged around with Chunks, bro. Philly hanged around with Chunks, Beta Squad, Sidemen. The first things people wanted on the internet was a statement from Chunks, the Sidemen. I remember Angry Ginge and all of the Girth and Turf. Because if you didn't know, Philly played for this FIFA team called Girth and Turf, which was run by Angry Ginge, and it had players alongside Taze, Chazza, Pizinga on. And bro, I remember the first thing, yeah, motherfuckers wanted from that team, yeah. As soon as these allegations came out, the first thing motherfuckers were on their stream saying, what's your opinions on Philly, speaking about Philly, bro? Because it's true, fam. What you do reflects on the people around you. It's true, fam. It's true. So yeah, I mean, especially with Chunks as well, motherfuckers was like, I wonder what Chunks is gonna think about this. Like, motherfuckers were having opinions about Chunks on this.
All this news coming out, one of his homeboys, Chucks, will finally come out and give a response after people wondering what he had to say.
Yes, my peoples, like everyone, I've heard the reports coming out of Australia. Whilst I understand many of you want my reaction on it, as this is an ongoing court case, I hope you guys can understand that I can't and won't be commenting on it publicly. So yeah,
this tells me that Chunks knows something we don't. This response tells me, yeah, I'm not reaching. I don't want to say anything. I'm not reaching. I'm not saying that it proves Philly's innocent. I'm not saying it proves Philly's guilty. I'm not saying either of them. It just tells me. It just makes me think Chunks knows something us lot don't. And obviously, he can't say, like he said, he can't say because of legal reasons and shit, which is fair enough. But I do feel like Trunks knows something that we don't, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. He knows something.
Basically, let you know the reasons as to why I can't love.
And for a long time, no one surrounding him or Philly himself will really say anything on the situation because it was still actively going on. It was an active case. But when the allegations came out and the news broke, everybody really dipped and pulled away from Philly. All these companies pulled away from him. Content creators in the space no longer supporting him. That man probably lost out on millions of dollars because nothing wanted to be associated with him. A day after the news came out, Football Association that Young Philly had a show with pulled out. The FA announced on Wednesday that it had partnered with Philly for a series named Freestyle Cooking as part of its Greater Game campaign, which aims to promote healthy eating and well-being among young people and their families. After the news broke on Wednesday that Philly was arrested on them specific charges, they removed the show and they removed all promotional content. Basically, they took anything involving Philly off of their YouTube channel.
I mean, it's expected, isn't it? It is expected. It's expected, bro. I mean, if they kept that shit up, they kept anything with Philly up, they would get a whole lot of backlash. It was like, oh, so motherfuckers would be coming for them saying, oh, so you're alright to work with I can't say that word on YouTube, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Work with a rape, you know what I'm saying? So, as expected, bro, motherfuckers were gonna take down the videos, motherfuckers were gonna cut ties. This shit is expected, bro. If any of us was in this position, we would cut ties, bro. I mean, if you ain't cutting ties with someone that has done some shit like this, unless you know for certain it ain't happened, unless you know 100% it ain't happened, and you're not cutting ties with them, there's something wrong with you, bro. If you know 100% that it's not happened, fair enough. But if you don't know and you're not cutting ties with them, that says something about you, blood.
For all of their pages and websites. Philly got all these charges on him, and it would only be a matter of time before the man would have to go to court. And when he did go to court, they ended up granting him a bond. But this bond was real strict. This is what went down during his court hearing. He was granted bail with strict conditions and a personal undertaking of 1,000 Australian dollars alongside a surety of 100,000 Australian dollars. In a press release, the government of Western Australia said that the investigation is still going on, and SA squad detectives urge anyone with information relating to the matter or any other similar incidents to come forward. So he getting hit with these charges. Then we got squad detectives, SA squad detectives in Australia telling people come up and let us know if y'all have any information on this case. But keep in mind, right now, and even at the time of these articles, they are still allegations. The trial hasn't fully commenced yet. So all of this happened in his life and all of these people pulled away from him based on some allegations. But the internet already made their mind on the situation and was already looking at Philly sideways, kind of similar to Lil Mosey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Wait, what happened with Lil Mosey? Hey, hang on, I need to hear this. What happened with Lil Mosey? I've never heard this Lil Mosey story. Hold on. But nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Whether these allegations are true or false, fam, Philly's career has already been ruined, fam. His career has already been ruined. That's why I feel like women who lie about shit like this deserve punishment. They deserve to get locked up themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? They deserve punishment because this is not something that you lie about, yeah. This is not something that you lie about. Not only are you tearing a man's career to the ground and getting rid of everything he's worked hard for, yeah, you're also putting other cases that are actually real, and this has unfortunately actually happened to these women. You're also putting them real cases in jeopardy. Because real motherfuckers, like, women will come forward with real cases and shit that's actually happened. And because of these cases where these women are lying, trying to get a bit of cash and shit, they won't take these cases as serious because of them stupid cases that motherfuckers are coming trying to get a quick cash grab. You know what I'm saying? Not only are you tearing a man's career to the ground, you're putting real cases in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying?
made their mind on the situation and was already looking at Philly sideways, kind of similar to Lil Mosey. If y'all remember, Lil Mosey had that case against him. Whole internet was hating him. He was basically blackballed just for him to be found not guilty on the charges they was accusing him of.
That's crazy. I didn't even know this shit about Lil Mosey. I didn't even know Mosey had a case on him or nothing. I didn't even know that.
But who knows? Something similar could happen to Philly, but we don't know for sure. But as the story goes on, it does get worse for him. Fast forward to a few months after he originally got hit with the case, he still didn't say anything on the internet, but while awaiting trial, the man got hit with some reckless driving charges. AP wrote this. Philly appeared briefly in Perth court charged with speeding at 98 miles per hour in a 62 zone in the Western Australia state capital.
98 in a 62 zone is crazy, bro. Was speeding. Bro said, oh, fuck it. Bro said, fuck it, it's all gone. Let's just fuck around now.
His lawyer said that he would plead guilty to the reckless driving charge, but that nigga Philly was facing some charges. They said the potential penalties were 9 months in prison, a $6,000 Australian dollar fine, which is $3,700 in US money, and the disqualification from driving for at least 6 months. So think about it. He pushing 100 miles in the 60 zone. They got mad at him. They was about to take away that man's license. And if we looking at it, this is just making himself look a lot worse, especially to a judge. Granted, the shit didn't have nothing to do with the case, but you know how people get to thinking. His whole image is people like, you just gonna keep getting involved with the law.
100%. This definitely does make it look worse for Philly. 100% it does. 100%, yes. It does make it look worse for Philly.
Keep getting into more trouble. So when that judge looked, she like, what you got going on? But fast forward to just a few weeks ago, we would hear an update on this case because like I said, for months, since September, Philly hasn't said anything about this case. So March 11th comes up, he goes to court and he pleads not guilty to the R charges. So we got to wait and see how the actual trial turns out. And that trial just so happens to be in 3 months. The trial goes down in June.
Oh, so it goes down in June. It goes down in 3 months. Bro, you can't believe anything you see on the internet these days. I saw motherfuckers saying, oh, Philly's going to have to be staying in Australia for 2 years before the trial even starts. So I didn't know it, but it turns out it's going down in June. So in a couple of months, literally June of this year. And we're going to finally find out whether he was innocent or guilty. I mean, bro, either way, like I said, either way, his career's done. Either way, bro, guilty or not, his career's basically done, bro. His shit's already been turned to the ground.
Plead not guilty.
But, bro, I swear if he gets found guilty of these charges, bro, we live in a sick world, innit, man? We live in a sick world.
But something else came up right after he pled not guilty, making everything look 10 times worse. A whole new case will come out of the blue just today, and it's going viral all over the internet. But this time it wasn't in Australia. That shit was across the world. It allegedly happened in Spain. So just after
this is what I want to speak about. And this video is the new case that's being put on his head. The new case that's being put on his head. Spain. A lot of people are saying this one's just a cash grab. They're coming out trying to clout chase and get a bit of money. Well, I ain't saw the details. Hopefully it explains that shit to us.
Pled not guilty, new case popped up. And this is how the story allegedly went. Daily Mail wrote this. Philly is now facing fresh accusations after a British tourist accused him of forcing himself onto her at an unnamed Magaluf hotel after he performed in the island resort last summer. The woman told the police the alleged attack happened after she had consensual sex with one of Philly's friends in the hotel room. She claims she then accompanied the man to Philly's room before he allegedly R-worded her when they were left alone together. The woman is understood to have sparked an ongoing Spanish court probe after reporting Philly to the UK police force a few weeks after she returned to Britain following the end of her summer holiday. British authorities contacted the Spanish civil guard, who passed on the details of this allegation to the investigating court in Palma. It was not clear today if she had already been questioned by the judge in charge of the ongoing criminal probe. A well-placed source said the magistrate had contacted authorities in Australia through formal channels so they can try to question Philly under oath on behalf of the Spanish authorities. So that shit crazy, saying that she did something with this boy, turns around, tries to do something with Philly, and he forced himself on her. Now, once again, these are alleged, but as a man to have two different R cases put on you, that's kind of insane.
Yeah, that is insane. It's not a good look at all. Two different cases for the same thing put on you by two different women. It's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look at war, fam. I swear, man, motherfuckers get to a certain level of fame, certain level of money, and think they can do whatever the fuck they want. Literally, blood. Literally.
On her. Now, once again, these are alleged, but as a man to have two different R cases put on you, that's kind of insane. We really do got to wait and see if these allegations are going to be proved real or not, because this is a bad situation. This is a bad look. And I hate to say it, even if both of these allegations are proved false, the man's whole career, the man's whole image is done for. What are y'all thoughts?
Facts, bro. Facts. Whether he's being proven guilty or not, his career's done.
On this situation, what are y'all thoughts on young Philly? But we done seen online before, like with Lil Mosey situation, he was proven not guilty. Maybe Philly gets proven not guilty, but with two cases on your name, I don't know how that's gonna turn out.
Facts, bro. Facts. Honestly, if he's proven innocent, his career is cooked. Dropped by numbers. Facts, bro. Yeah, good shit there, man. How fame can change a person. Nah, literally. Motherfuckers get a certain amount of money, certain amount of fame, and think they can do whatever the fuck they want. But hey, what do you lot think? Do you think Philly's guilty or innocent? I mean, bro, none of us know. None of us know. You can say what you want, but none of us know. We will all find out during whenever his trial is, and when we get the verdict from the trial, we will all find out then. But yeah, man, I hope this isn't true. I hope it isn't. But if it is, just disappointed in it, bro. If it is, it just, yeah. Motherfuckers really get a certain amount of fame, certain money, think they can do whatever the fuck they want. Like, it's sick. It is actually sickening. But yeah, man, 2 R cases on Philly. It's not looking good for him. And either way, if he gets proven innocent or guilty, his career's finished, bro. If he gets proven guilty, rightfully so, tear that man to the ground. Don't let him speak on the net again. Don't let this guy ever come back on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Don't let him come online ever again. But if he's innocent, sad to see. If he's innocent, it will be sad to see, but his career will never be the same. It will never be the same as what it was. It won't. But hey, let me know what you all think in the comments below. This was more of a little serious one today. The last videos have been more chilled back. This one's a bit more of a serious one about the young Philly situation. It's just sad. Like, when I see shit like this online, it's just sad to see. You know what I'm saying? It really is just sad to see. But hey, let me know what you all think. It's been your boy JJ Brom. Take care. God bless and peace. 100 subs soon come. Subscribe right now. Peace. Love.